Hey everybody, is who? It's your favorite girl vocal with AJ Reese. Yes, on this awesome Thursday. Listen, let me tell you something. Make the day count. Don't count the days. Make that day count. Whatever it is you're called to do. Okay, so I do not own the rights to the music you hear in the background. It is my guy again, William McDowell, withholding nothing. He's singing it on YouTube on my TV. So I just want to get that out there first and foremost before we go any further, YouTube, and all of you great people out there in the wonderful land of YouTube. So I am coming with part 3 of the seasons. Remember, I was talking about know what season you're in? Well, I want to talk about the characteristics of the seasons. So, the characteristics of the seasons all represent something different. So, how many love summer? I do. I know I do. Now, I don't like the hot heat, humidity that goes with it. No, I don't. I can deal with it when it's fair and in the 80s and stuff like that and low humidity. I can do all that. However, how many of you pay attention to when the seasons are about to change? There are many different factors that allow us to know that the season is about to change. Why? If it was snowing, there's no more snow. Of course, we will have rain in the summertime, which is needed and necessary to cultivate the grounds for the farmers and for different fruits and veggies to grow and all that good stuff for the animals. It works itself out for everybody. It is good for everybody. Okay. So I want to talk about the season of summer. The season of summer. I know you guys see me looking down. I'm looking at my paper. I have my stuff with me. Hear that? It's on the paper. That's what again? Look, my sword. Oh, faithful. Faithful. All right. So I want to read this scripture from coming from Ecclesiastes chapter 3. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. There is more to it. There is so much more, but I'm not going to go into reading, all of that. But I do want to say, again, to everything there is a season and what? A time to every purpose under the heavens, on earth. All right, so the season of summer. The season, okay, and also let me give props and honor to. This is from the IQ Matrix, the blog .iqmatrix.com. So this is their stuff, and it's very good stuff. If you want to go on and check it out for yourself, this is not stuff I came up with. I am just adding to what I researched on. Got you. Bada boom, bada bang. All right. The season of summer. The summer season is a time for rewards, celebration, and fulfillment. That alone says a lot. When I think of celebration, automatically graduation ceremonies came up. Graduation ceremonies, celebrating people, whether it's baby showers, bridal showers, anniversaries, all that stuff. And that stuff can take place too throughout the year. It can. It's not just in the summer. That's not what I'm saying. But it says the summer season is a time for rewards, celebration, and fulfillment. It encapsulates moments of your life where you have been achieving your goals, objectives, and enjoying life to the fullest. How many of you guys have like you start planning in the fall or something like that for summer vacations? And again, people take some vacations all year round. They do. Trust me, we one of them. We do road trip, we do it all. But anyway, people love the summer because the weather is accommodating, it's nice, it's warm, it's. So the characteristics of summer, it says throughout summer you will find yourself undertaking the following activities: networking, traveling, didn't I just say that? Leisure, enjoying life to the fullest, accomplishing goals and objectives, taking risk. Uh-huh. See, you spend those other seasons planning and working those things out. And I didn't even get to that yet, but those other seasons, but trust me, it's in there. The psychology of summer. Throughout summer, you will tend to experience the following emotions: excitement, excuse me, passion, euphoria, courage, confidence. I was sitting here thinking before I started the video, I said, you ever notice the commercials they start playing on TV to actually promote the incoming summer season? They start doing Target commercials using what? Children, colors, barbecue grills and the beach and lounge chairs and patio sets and the beautiful trees and the skies and the waters and yeah. And it's such a high level of excitement because what does that represent? School is out, kids are on vacation, they are ready to either start camp, start traveling, getting together with family and friends more than they can when they were in school full time, all of that. So you start to feel that level of excitement rise and escalate because it's like, oh my God, let the fun begin. So it said you may subsequently experience fatigue and an insufficient amount of time that may temporarily hold you back from achieving your goals and objectives. The evolution of summer. The summer season doesn't occur by coincidence. There are certain factors that come into play that naturally enable us to transition through this phase of life. These factors include good plans and preparation. Didn't I just talk about that? I talked about it. We spend other seasons prepping for seasons that are yet to come. We do. Solid choices and decisions, prolonged self reflection, capitalizing on the right opportunities. Good plans and preparation. I'm going to give you for instance. We knew last fall that my cousin was giving his wife a surprise 50th birthday celebration. We knew already. She didn't know until it happened, but we knew. So what did we do? Those who were invited, we started preparing. We started planning. What did we start planning and preparing? We started preparing and planning flight. We needed to be able to fly to get down to where? Miami, Florida. Because we were going to spend that that Thursday night into that Friday there. And then Friday morning, we would pack up and get ready to head out to the port of Miami to get on the ship. So it wasn't something that just happened overnight. It took thorough planning and continuous planning and conversations to be able to make sure that it went off without a hitch. And we did. And it was so funny because even when we got to the airport, my husband and I, we got there first. My son and his girlfriend, they got there second. Then my cousin and her boyfriend got there. I didn't even know that we were all riding down on the same flight. I didn't. It was hilarious to me. So, but we all took the time to do what? To make good planning and prepare for it. We did. It wasn't like today, oh, yeah, we're going to go on a cruise and then tomorrow we on a cruise. No, it does not work like that. It takes time. And even with like solid choices and decisions, you will find throughout life in the different seasons that you will always be sitting there contemplating on making solid choices and decisions. And I would hope during that time that you would make sure that it would bear and benefit you well. I would hope. I would hope. And that's for all of us. So don't think I'm not including that. Oh no, absolutely. I'm in it first. And capitalizing on the right opportunities. I like the prolonged self-reflection. I tell anybody it is so easy to sit and look at others and look at them and talk. The biggest thing that's going to really matter in this life and when we leave here is what we've done. And I have to reflect and go through things and process things and make sure I'm doing things right and that I'm doing them well and that God is pleased. And you have to honestly ask yourself, like, when those seasons come, when they go, how have they helped you? This says here, how have they transformed? It says my personality. How has it transformed yours? Was it for the better? Did it make you worse? Did you grow? Did you relapse? All of that. And a lot and what I like, my brother, Christian Holland, he has a men's Bible study. I don't know how, I think it's everywhere. I don't know. But they do a men's Bible study and they use a recovery Bible. And because honestly, aside from like the King James, the New International Version Bible, and all those other um goodness gracious, I hate when I get a brain freeze. All of those other interpretations of the Bible that have been printed and sold, the Recovery Bible is very key and necessary because we're all addicts in this thing called life. We are. We just like to always, and it shows how small our thinking can be. Sometimes we hear addiction, we automatically think drinking, alcohol, sex, and all drugging. No, it's with life. Life. Some people are addicted to sabotaging and making poor judgment and decisions for them. They get very afraid at what they would really actually look like if they became extremely successful. Wait a minute. I see my nose is running. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Um, so we have to be able to gauge, did we grow from that decision? Did it help us? And not just did it help us, but did it help others? What we're doing is not just for us. It's not. We're a portion of it, but we're not a great big portion. The great biggest portion of our decision making and the things that we're doing to help impact this earth is for others. It is to help somebody else do what? Do better. At what? At life, at living. You don't just want to live. You don't want to just exist. You don't want to just coast through life. You want to live. You want to make it happen. You want to know that when you left here, you did everything you could possibly to make sure that others will have those keys and tools that they can go on and run. And then they can go tag other people, almost like passing the baton. So I would say definitely being able to benefit and capitalizing on the season that you're in, it stimulates. I think it should. I think it should increase stimulation in us to want to do bigger and better things. And I'm gonna give you another for example. My nose is really like, come on. It didn't start this until I got on here. I know, it's okay. I was talking with, I mentioned her previously, one of my best sister friends, Taya, and I was talking to her. We were trying kind of going through some things of what she would like next year's cancer event to look like. And it was something because as she was talking, I was listening. But as I was listening, I was processing. And in my processing, the Lord dropped in me. I ain't going to say I came up with nothing because I didn't. The Lord gave me a sipping paint for the women and for the men. Men get breast cancer too. But see, we always hear breast cancer and think of women. See? I remember when I first heard it, I was like, wait, what? They do? Wow. Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. So, and whatever your choice of, before we get real spiritual and start going places, because you know how we do. Oh, what? Sipping? Oh, no. What's she talking about? Whatever their choice to drink is. If it's wine, if it's tea, if it's water, if it's coffee, or, hey, that's your call, not mine. So, again, we have to sit and consider the season that we're in and what can we take away from it. And sometimes we'll find in some seasons we didn't do that good. We just did not. We're not going to hit the mark every time, but our desired goal is to do so. And don't get caught up in, with the numbers. I know for me, I don't know what that is for me about the numbers thing. I get caught up with numbers. I'm like, all right, I need to see these numbers grow. I need to see, But you know what? I'm becoming more comfortable. And I know eventually, let me just say this. and put it out there. I know eventually the numbers are going to, I mean, they're going to, oh my God, they're going to go through the roof. So much so, I may have to be like, all right, wait a minute, give me a few minutes to, keep processing this because this is a lot to handle with all of these people. However, little is much when God is in it. And I know for sure that God is in this YouTube channel. I know for sure. It is a matter of months and weeks or whatever to come that it is just going to boom, boom. So again, excuse me, I believe there is something to glean from in every season, even if it was a level of disappointment. For whatever reason the disappointment came, it came for a reason. So everything isn't going to be blue skies and sun. Some things are going to be storms. Remember let me go back to this before I close out. To everything, there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Now I'm getting ready to say it. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. What profit hath he that worketh that wherein he laboreth? I have seen the travail which God hath given to the sons of men to be exercised in it. He hath made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he hath set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. Let me tell you something. Everything has a purpose. Everything. Everything has a purpose. So even though sometimes we may feel like we have failed at something, there's lessons in those failures. It's all a part of the problem. But we don't like it. I know I, for one, I don't. But I have to sit and glean and process and go back. Where did I go wrong? What happened? Why did this happen? What am I to take from this into my next season? There you have it. Your favorite girl, Vocal with AJ Reese on what? This amazing Thursday. Do your thing, and do it well to the best of your ability. And I'll be there cheering y'all on. Woo, 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 woo. Love you guys. God bless you. Love you. We'll be talking, Lord willing, when? On Tuesday. Love you. God bless you.